Okay, I'm getting ready to do a penguin build, and I've been wanting to do ice scapes. So I had this image of ice scapes, and I didn't have enough ice bricks. But I went over to the Lego store this Friday, and I got a bunch of these 2x2 sloped bricks, and they have a nice frosty look, so they look like ice. And then I picked up a case of these 1x2 plates, which I thought I would need for joining. And I also have a stash of 1x1 bricks, which includes a fair number of 1x1 clear translucent, and those I will use for making my ice scene. So I love how this is coming out already, and it's a pretty easy way to build. So my vision is I'm going to build these structures that the penguins can stand on, and then here we might have some just some clear ice that the penguins can also stand on. So to do this, if you can look, you just basically use the slope bricks and stagger them. And then here, if I wanted to put one on top of it, again, the tiles, there are 3 tiles to a brick. So I put 3 of these. And then I put another slope brick on top. And that way I can actually get a really nice look to my scape. So here I staggered back 1. Oh, I went back 2. So I could want to do that, but I kind of want to make it a little more gradual. So then here I'll put 3 more. And so that's the way I'm going. And so you can see over here I've done quite a bit. Now at some point I probably will want to put a plate over it, maybe a white plate, so that it won't, under the ice bricks, and then add some ice bricks on top of it, so that it'll look a little bit more icy. And then I wouldn't have to use as many bricks in the middle. But that's what, until then, I'm going to get the outside going, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to add a plate. Okay, I made sure to have a bunch of white plates on hand so that I could use them to bridge over some of the blocks. So I'm going to do that as I go. But as you can see, it's a pretty basic technique, staggering the blocks. So here's a block. You go up, it slants, continues to slant, you stagger it. If you want to move out, stagger it in. And I just kind of try to keep a nice kind of curve, because I imagine that's how snow might look up in or down in Antarctica. And so just keep it a little bit fluid. And then to fill in the blanks and add stability, I put some of these 1x2s and stack them. And if I need to use 1x1s to make the curve a little bit more gentle, I do that. So I went out and pulled out some white parts because, again, as I go, I'm going to want to add some stability. So I'll do whatever I can. And I don't have a lot of white parts right now, but pretty much at that point you're looking for hopefully 1x4 or larger plates in white that you can stack around. Okay. So this is coming along really well. I have used a 1x4 white plate to bridge this and make it pretty sturdy. And here the cave is starting to form. You can see where I can put my finger in there. The idea is to make a nice cave, but to leave some space open so that kids can stick their hand into the cave, and the guy can go that way. And I love the texture of this. Now I'm starting to vary it a little bit. Instead of just doing the natural slope that comes, here we've gone up, so we've angled it a bit differently. Here we've created a corner, and see here it goes up and then across. So I think we could get a nice Superman looking scene. I think also that there might be a version of this brick, that's a corner, so that can be used instead of creating these corners here. But if I wanted to, I could fill in with a couple of 1x1 tiles here. Okay, so moving along. So now I'm looking at this. I've got this length of tile, so I think I'm just going to plan on placing it somewhere like here. So I'm going to build up straight up on this brick so that I can place this. Okay, then I have one more tile, a nice long one, thank goodness. So I'm going to place it right around here, and then I'll bridge them with these. I'm hoping that'll work. Okay, this is a simple variation, but it turned out to be pretty nice. So you have the 2x2 slope brick here, a stack of 3 1x2 plates or a 1x2 brick. And then instead of putting it in this direction, as you'd normally do, just turn it around and it gives a nice angle right there. So I'm going to try doing that a bit on the way up. Oh, I guess I can't really go that far. Alright, working on this. So here's what I did. I put this plate here and another plate closer to it. I decided this was too big, so I'm getting rid of that. I have a 2x3, kind of down to the last of my bricks, white bricks now. They're somewhere, but not able to spend the time to go look for it right now. So now we'll try covering it up and see how that looks. And again, there's our cave, kind of cool. There it is. It's a pretty sweet little cave there, and we can make our penguins go in and then have them hang out in the cave, or they can come out and just be in the community space. Awesome. Just as an example, I put some blue in, so if you can envision what that would look like if it was all covered with blue, it would look a little bit more ocean-like. And then we have the entrance to the penguin cave right there. Okay.